Creating and managing social media and advertising content is certainly valuable, but man, does it take a lot of time and energy. When is it time to outsource your social media and advertising? Stick around. I've got 5 things for you to consider before you decide. The most obvious point to consider is whether you even have time to do it yourself. Are you consistently being inconsistent? Sure, everyone knows you should post at least twice weekly, but be honest, are you getting there? Also, your time is worth money. If you're spending 10 hours a week doing social media, calculate how much money that is. For example, if your time is worth $50 an hour, then you're already spending $2,600 a month on social media and maybe not getting many results. So the first thing to consider is whether outsourcing will help you gain back your time, become more consistent with your posts, and get better results in the form of leads and sales. Creative burnout, man, it's real. At first, posting feels fun, right? Then you struggle to come up with new ideas and it starts to feel like a chore. Many of us just don't have the time or energy to keep up with all the latest trends, the styles, the editing wizardry. So, as you become less interested, you start to see that your engagement is falling. You're getting fewer leads from social media and ultimately fewer sales. That's when a creative partner can step in with fresh ideas and proven strategies. Are you wasting money on ads that don't even perform? I've done other videos here that explain how to calculate the return on investment you should expect when running digital advertising campaigns. But let's be honest again. Setting up and managing ad campaigns is confusing, and that money seems to fly out of your bank account. So if the anxiety of running your own ads and wondering if you're doing it right is high, then maybe you should give yourself a gift. Let someone else who does this all the time do it for you. Another sign it's time to outsource is whether the content you're producing lives up to your expectations. Certainly the phone cameras have become amazingly good at capturing photos and video. That's true. But there's so much more that goes into high-quality content like color grading, lighting, professional audio, and motion graphics. That's an entire skill set that you may not really have. You can take the time and energy to attend YouTube University and acquire all those skills, or you can buy back your time by hiring somebody who already has them. Your brand's image matters a lot. So if you're trying to establish an elevated brand image, but your content isn't quite living up to your expectations, then maybe it's time to outsource. Should you hire a dedicated marketing employee or an agency? Yes, you do have the option of hiring a dedicated employee whose job is to create content for and manage your social media and advertising. There is a business case to be made for that decision. For example, if you're a retailer who needs to publish multiple pieces of content per day, then it might not make sense to hire an agency. It's simply too hard to coordinate with an agency's schedule to allow for that much content creation. It's probably best to keep that in-house. But if you're not in that category, but you do need someone to focus on your marketing, then let's look at the cost-benefit analysis. Let's say a new employee makes $25 an hour. That's about $5,000 per month in salary, benefits, and taxes. However, when you hire an agency, you will spend between $1,000 and $6,000 per month. And here's the kicker. When you hire an agency, you're getting a whole team of people's creative ideas, skills, and energy for that money. Sure, if you cannot afford to hire a new employee, you're probably not ready for outsourcing your social media yet. But when you are in that position, you can compare the cost of hiring an employee with the cost of hiring an agency and know when it's time to choose. So there you have it. 5 things to consider before you outsource. Do you have time? Do you have enough creative ideas? Do you have the advertising skills? Is your content quality as high as you like? And should you hire an employee versus hiring an agency? I hope this helps. As always, we're here to help you figure out the best path forward for your business. I'm happy to have coffee with you to brainstorm and help you decide. whether you hire ZC Productions or not. I love to see locally owned businesses in my community succeed. Let's schedule a meeting and see if we can help. No sales pressure, just a conversation.